what's interesting about Biden and Harris is I don't expect them to legalize cannabis in their 4 years, unfortunately, unless something really dramatic changes. And maybe it's,
right.
Maybe it's other forces like the House and the Senate and that are pushing that, and maybe financial challenges that the country faces. I think their track record shows that they might not make that deep of a move. But I do think that they, and Camilla in particular, is probably committed to decriminalizing. And so if you decriminalize marijuana as it's listed in our laws, that would mean marijuana paraphernalia is no longer paraphernalia. Paraphernalia doesn't exist. So everywhere there's a law that would get you a deeper arrest for having paraphernalia, like a pipe with resin in it, showing usage, right? Like this is a problem in some states. Those laws would cease to be relevant, in my mind, because paraphernalia does not exist anymore, because it is not illegal. So it could have some rippling effects, and that would impact willingness to own such a device, the number of them you buy, and I think it would really impact things like your importing and exporting, like the way that they have to position these things to get them in from China or Mexico or wherever they might be producing them outside of the United States, right? Some of the cheaper glass. They have to call them tobacco devices, and or they sneak them in as I don't even think they call them that, man. I think it's like literally they call them that in the shops, but in when you're getting them shipped here, it's like, it's a tobacco water pipe or a tobacco pipe.
They still have to put those stickers on there that say for tobacco use only.
Yeah, you really do. You do. So I've actually been working on it.
I wonder what it would be like to actually smoke tobacco out of a bong.
It'd be horrible. It would be really horrible. And
I think I found out my new quarantine activity.
Kind of why hookahs can kind of get through like unfettered, right? And the big thing with a hookah is there's not like a carb that you pull to let in oxygen. And so when you describe a bong, you can't even talk about it having the carb. You call it the glass bowl, like for your tobacco. It's pretty crazy. So I think that a lot of stuff like that will change, and people can maybe be a little bit more true to what they are on social channels eventually. It'll have some rippling effect.